What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. After posting up my farm tour on year number 4, I got quite a few messages of folks asking just how on earth do you possibly get through everything on a regular day to do everything that you've got on that farm without using any mods. So I've got everything completely jammed up, full workload today. My main profit centers, as I mentioned in the video before, is crops, of course, truffles from the pigs, and then eggs or mayo from ostriches. Now, generally what I will do is on a very heavy day only do 2 of these 3 things. So like I'll handle the crops and I'll handle the truffles, but I won't do the ostrich eggs all on the same day. Now, with a rotating cycle of a crop day once a week, this means once a week I have one day that is pretty full. So taking a look here, we're at day 8 of fall in year 4. Let's pop on in and go through kind of what is an average day on harvest day here on the farm. Of course, never hurts to start the day off by giving Abigail an apple there. So see what she has to say today, and then just head on out. Now, the main thing is after you spend, several years on a map, you no doubt are going to have kind of a routine that you're used to and that you stick with. So that routine is really what's going to get you through any objective you want to do. So I start my day and I collect everything from their statues. Then I head right on over and dump it. And I do this just about every day. So it's the exact same motions, exact same movements every single day. And you kind of get used to it. Then I come around and start dishing out the animal petting, as, you got to take care of your animals or they're not going to take care of you. So got to dish out all of the ostrich love, and then we'll dish out a round of love on the piggies. Now, there's no doubt I definitely miss an ostrich or a pig or so every day. I'm not really overly concerned with it, as long as I put in an effort to dish out the animal pets on every day possible. We're going to go ahead and pop some coffee just to get through the pigs here real quick. And we will get these guys all loved up. Now, in addition, I usually do 2 rounds of truffles. I'll do a quick round in the morning here and just snag anything that drops right away and dish out all of that animal love. And then I'll do another sweep at night to kind of pick up everything that's left. So just trying to hit as many of these as I can. If I miss something, like I said, I'm not really sweating it. Just going through and making kind of a general lap every single day. Now, I've got the localized farming area here automated with Junimos, of course. However, they're never on the right schedule. So basically what I do is I just ignore these Junimos until my main harvest day comes. When that harvest day comes, then I will go ahead and make a pass and grab all of the fruit out of the Junimo huts. So just kind of gathering everything that I can here. And then we're going to head on down here to the chickens, ducks, bunnies, etc. And same thing there, just kind of a little round of Lovin going on. Might as well stop by there. Fantastic. And then now just grabbing the crops. This, depending on, of course, you have to replant these every year, so they're never quite on the right cycle. Every once in a while they will be, and when they are, that's fantastic. Having the 4 Junimo huts here means this field gets cleared almost instantly, so that stuff is available super, super quick. Let's head on over and check the greenhouse. We're up to 9 a.m. now, so plenty of the day left, no doubt about it. And we're going to go ahead and pop some more coffee, and then going to start the day off right here with a little bit of spicy eel. Now, the reason I go with the spicy eel is you can easily just buy it from the desert trader with rubies, and then I've got the rubies, of course, being made in a crystallarium. That way I never have a shortage. I don't use it every day. I usually only use it on harvest days, and it allows you to kind of blaze through the thing, get everything harvested super, super quick. And it does give you the luck as well, which you'd be better off with farming. However, the farming and movement speed food, I don't think you can just buy on demand whenever you want. So I've always just kind of gone with the spicy eel here ever since we've gotten that desert trader in the game, and it's definitely done pretty darn well for me. Gonna ignore the trees and just head on out. We're at 9:50 a.m. now, and time to head on over to the island, as we have got just a ton of crops over there to deal with. So let's just grab everything we can see. We're gonna head to the island here. We still have our spicy tuna, or pardon me, our spicy eel and our coffee up. You can tell which one expires, as the buff all the way to the right, the little gold square, is the luck buff. So if the luck buff is still there, then it is not the spicy eel that expired. And the coffee doesn't last as long, so you're going to know that you'll have to drink multiple cups of coffee and probably only have to eat 1 or 2 spicy eel, depending on, you know, how regularly you use them and how often you want that speed buff to be up. So I do just keep an eye on that and make sure that I have always got the 2 stacks of the speed buff, and just kind of work my way around. The pattern I normally go in, it's kind of weird, but you get your own pattern. I normally go down and up in one of the columns and then clear back and forth across a row. Not really sure why, it's just what I ended up doing, and you're going to get it all done a lot quicker if you just do the same thing every time, as it just is going to become habit to you. So that's kind of what I do. I go down and up and then over and back. And then after this, I'm just going to just go up and down through the columns themselves. So still just getting after it, heading on across. I'll probably end up losing my coffee buff here pretty soon. Hasn't started to expire yet though, so we're in good shape there. Missed one, can't have that. And then head on down. I try to do them in a group of 3, so periodically I'll get into the swing of just doing a row of 2 or a column of 2. However, a column of 3 makes it pretty darn easy. You don't have to really move your keyboard hand at all, other than just going down and then around the sprinklers, of course. So heading on through, this of course is my largest field, so this will take just a few minutes to get through. But as you see, it is only 10:50 a.m. and we've got a large portion of the day's tasks already done. And then just clear everything in this little lower section. This is going to put me out close to the little bridge going across the river down below here. And basically I'm trying to make it so that I only have to move one direction at a time. It's the ultimate lazy mode, y'all. So let's work our way through here and get the rest of this stuff picked up. You see I've got some crop just over to the left there. I usually hit that on the way back around. As in the process of grabbing all this, I'm also going to check just right around the beach area for any potential shells or, you know, any sort of other items that might come in handy. So let's grab this one and then we'll head on over to this little patch. And we'll snag all of it up, and now just doing a quick look. So, not seeing anything here yet. Let's just head right around. A couple of, not much, huh? A couple things, I'll snag it. And then we'll head over and grab this last patch. Now, we are done basically at the island, so can go ahead and return and just head right back over. And now we just want to get it right into the wine making. So let's get these bottles going. Now, I did overkill it on this particular day for the video, just so that, you know, we'd have everything. So I actually have my cellar ready to go too. And going to try to get all of this done in one day. Of course, it's 1 p.m. here. Now, generally in these keg rooms, I will go around the entire outside of the keg room and then work my way from bottom to top through the kegs in the middle. Of course, you know, we're all susceptible to error, and I miss a keg all the time. Same thing with the preserves, but they are easier to see if you clear the bottom row first and then go to the top row. And in my opinion, I think you're a lot less likely to miss any of these kegs. So just making our way right on through. We've got one wine room just about done here. We are doing good. It's 2 p.m. now, so still tons of time. I still think we're going to be done around that 6 or 8, probably closer to 8 p.m. when we get this bad boy all wrapped up. And just a quick look, it looks like, well, nothing glaring at me that I may have missed. Now you see we lost our coffee buff again. At this point, I'm not really going to bother with it. I'm going to save the coffee and conserve it for next time around, as we just have tons of time left and not that many more tasks left to do. Now, ideally, I get all this finished up right after all of the pigs go back into their barn. That way I can just run through and snag all the truffles uninterrupted. Now I will pop another coffee for that routine, as it just, you know, it takes quite a bit of running around the map here. So let's go ahead and continue on through here. Hopefully I don't miss too many. I generally will miss one or two just about every time. And, you know, obviously if you go a little slower, pay a little better attention, you're never going to miss any. That is normally not my strong point for sure. I just want to get through it and get the task done. And, you know, if I miss one or two, it's not the end of the world. So making our way back around, it's 3:50 now. So we've got all of our wine done. Now let's head on over to preserves. See if there's any more love I need to dish out on the way. Doesn't look like it. Oops, wrong storage. Let's head up into this one and we'll get these preserves knocked out. Now it's the same thing with the preserves. I generally will do top to bottom. This one, since I've got all the mayo makers in here, I normally don't go around the outside of the room. I'll just go right through the middle first, and then that of course end me at the top, and then just follow it back around. But anyway, like I said, the whole thing is all about just building the habits. And, you know, we all know how Stardew Valley is. After you get into multiple years, the habits will be fully ingrained into your system, no doubt. And sticking with the same daily habits, you can get just an enormous amount of productivity done with no mods whatsoever. So, good stuff there. We are looking good. Let's grab the remainder of these. What all did we miss? Doesn't look like we missed too much. I'm sure there's a couple of them in here. I'll look back at the video and there'll be like 18 of them, watch. Alright, and it's 5:30, so got done actually way earlier than expected. Now, I generally will dump all of my silver starred fruit, anything that I just collected up through the course of the day. Let's see, we'll dump the gold starred fruit as well and the ancient jelly. I'm not going to dump the wine yet because I do have the cellar to do as well. We've got some bottles that are all matured and ready to go here, so let's go ahead and keep these full up. I do keep usually, now I don't have optimal spacing down here. I need to go through and clean my cellar up a little bit. I'm missing 2 rows of casks that could go in, but I do have a decent amount of production going on here. I think mainly it's more for aesthetics than anything else. Of course, you're not making a ton of money when you look at how, you know, the 2 seasons is quite a long time for this stuff to mature. So your gold earning per day is not substantial, but it is nice to have that big payday, no doubt. Additionally, I usually keep 150 bottles of wine in that chest right over there, just to make sure that I'm good to go for the next round if I need to. So here we are at 7 p.m. All we've got left is collecting truffles. So we got just a ton of time. Let's just go ahead and coffee up, and let's grab our truffles before we call it a night. So this is it. This is basically what I do that one day a week on a standard run at this point in the game in Stardew Valley. Now, obviously, it took a lot of work to get to this point, and, you know, some of it went a little bit more ideal than the rest of it. However, now that I'm at this point, I've got basically 1.5 days a week. I've got the day for the big harvest, and then I've got another day that I'll dedicate to making mayo, where I don't really do a whole lot. The mayo making is, you know, not a real intensive process. So you throw it in there and go do something else and then come back. So I actually probably could get that all done on the same day without a problem, but generally I just space that out and do the main harvest one day a week, and then the mayo on the off days. Let's see, let's go ahead and throw those guys in, and I believe it is GG's. So I did miss some berries over here. Let's grab those. Why the heck not? Now, I generally am not messing around with the cow, goat, or sheep products, or any of the chicken products. I always save this ancient fruit to make preserves with it over the course of the next week while I'm waiting for my crop to mature again. Saving the oak resin, because you never know when you're going to need more kegs. And then that's it, 8:30 p.m. We are done for the day, and let's take a look and see what we generated. It should be a pretty big day with that wine cellar and everything being done as well. So not too shabby, 1.6 mil. Obviously, we've got the 4,620 ancient fruits. That's a lot of gold per bottle. That's a big chunk of it, 438,000. However, even if the cellar wasn't matured yet, that still would have been a really, really profitable day. I think it would be over $1 million still. Yeah, still over $1 million, no doubt. So hopefully that helps answer some questions on how I handle year 4 on the big harvest day each week in Stardew Valley Update 1.5. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.